Hopefully, y'all can hear me. I'll talk like this. I just got finished seeing that Weapons movie. It was easily like the most anticipated movie of the year for a long time. Way before the reviews, way before people started talking about it, way before the word of mouth buzz. It stars Josh Brolin, Julia Gardner. That's Thanos and the Silver Surfer. For those who only watch MCU movies, it's about how a whole classroom of children suddenly just got up and vanished. And I enjoyed it, but I'd be lying if I said I wasn't slightly disappointed. And the disappointment, let's just go through the movie. You know, instantly the vibe of the trailers, you feel that in the beginning. It permeates for like the first half of the movie. And I really dug that. I really dug the mystery. I really dug the ominous, like, what will make these kids vanish. I really enjoyed the star power of Josh Brolin and Julia Gardner. I went to this as empty as possible until like the lead up of it. I didn't even know those two started it until like 2, 3 weeks ago when I started seeing trailers and clips and stuff. I didn't know Wong, also MCU, was in that. Uh, and it was really cool. So like that first half, I love the shifting perspectives. It reminds me a lot of Barbarian, except where it was just two switch offs. It was multiple in this one. Also like Justin Long coming back. But like once you get to like because they switch over to like four people. It's Julia Gardner's character, it's Josh Brolin's, it's fucking Wong, it's a cop, it's some druggy kid, and I love how all five of them are used effectively. And the only time that I have like an issue is when they switch over to Alex, the one little boy who didn't run away with his class. And I started running into the same issues watching this that I had when I was watching Barbarian, which is like normal people don't do this. Normal people don't react like this. Normal people do not behave in this manner into which this movie can progress and be a movie and go on with the plot. And that's the issue I have with Weapons. It gets the mood from the trailers, the mood of the first half of the film goes completely away the second they switch over to that perspective. And then I started running into the same issues I had with Barbarian, especially when you shift over to Justin Long's part of the story. And then when you get into that part of the story with Alex, the kid who gets missing, who doesn't get missing, the one kid that doesn't get missing, it it starts veering into that people do not react this way. Little kids do not have this much composure. Little kids will like fucking freak out and buckle under this kind of pressure, right? And that's what we run into with this movie. It's the explanation of it all. I like the unveiling. I don't like necessarily the answer to the mystery. I don't like how the mystery was able to be sustained for as long as it had been in real time in the movie. Um, yeah, that those are my thoughts. It's something with the Barbarian director, man, where he loses me at the reveals every time. He loses me. And the same thing happened with this joint here. And it's unfortunate because it was my most anticipated movie of the year. And it just was not what I was expecting. It was not necessarily what I wanted. And yeah, those are my thoughts. I'm gonna upload this when I get home. And yeah, this was me. This was Weapons. Peace. All right, I'm back. Um, just in case I wasn't being explicitly clear, I realize I'm being like spoiler free in an instance where I don't have to be. I guess I just wish the movie stayed in the pocket of social commentary. You know, it takes a lib and a redneck in a pickup truck to get together to solve what it is that our missing children's pandemic actually is. But I wish it stayed like that instead of getting hokey and like introducing like this almost like long legs like figure and then not explaining anything to do with the powers outside of like the mechanics of the powers. You know, I like I said, the movie is built one way, but it is actually an entirely different movie, and I guess that's what I'm disappointed by the most. Um, okay, I think that's it now. Now that's it. Okay, I'm not done. I'm not done. Hopefully you can hear me. I just wish movies were scary and like not a joke and a good time like they've become. I wish horror movies had something to say without them being borderline art house film dramas, you know? And I thought that's what this was gonna be, but it was not. $1 million if you can tell me the reason why she took the kids in the first place. $1 million. Tell me the reason in the film that explicitly tells you why the fuck she took the kids in the first place. I just realized that walking in the door.